Good afternoon. My name is Reni. I'm a pagan from the beautiful country of Holland, and today I want to discuss magic with you. Because us pagans, we believe in magic. We believe that life is magical, and we believe that the divine manifests itself in everyday life. If people want to go to a church, into a building, and they think they can see God or a God there, okay, they might. We believe divine and the gods are everywhere. Sometimes even inside of ourselves. So in this video I will discuss with you kind of what magic is. Then I will give you some examples of why magic is real. Now, people who follow this channel for a while know how this is going to work. I'm going to start slow. I'm going to give you some good examples, and those examples are going to make you say like, I don't know, it's probably plausible. And then I will work the way, I'll give it a crescendo towards the end, and I will give you a good example which proves that magic is real. And not only that, it's an example that makes you realize that I didn't tell you anything new. You already knew this deep inside of you, somehow. So I'm not telling you anything new. I'm just helping you rediscover what you already know. First off, what is magic? Well, Aleister Crowley defined magic as altering reality in accordance with your own true will. How would I define it? Well, magic is the experience that things look solid and look stuck. This chair, what I'm sitting on, is made of wood, feels solid. But through magic, something that looks solid and looks unrelenting and unforgiving can suddenly and dramatically change. Let me give you an example. Here in Holland, we have our own little dirty words, our own little cuss words. I'm sure where you live, that'll be similar. Every region has its own stuff. But what we do in Holland is when we cuss each other out, we often use the word cancer. Now, I'm not talking about the astrology sign. I'm talking about the terrible disease. In Holland, the word is kanker, which might explain why it's a cuss word, because, you know, with all the consonants, it just sounds really aggressive. That's something we do a lot. This is a small piece of land, and we have about 17 million people, and a lot of these people are wishing cancer on each other on a daily basis. It's true. So, you'd think that if magic were real, and if what we did truly mattered, let me clarify, by the way, magic isn't just necessarily just putting up an altar and just doing it at the right moon. And this, I believe that we consciously affect the world around us in a magical way every day. So if you, I just saw a squirrel walking by there. That's okay, distracting as fuck. He just saw me and he just went 180 degrees the other direction. So, if you have a country who's wishing cancer upon each other the whole time, sometimes upon yourselves, that would probably mean that Holland would have one of the highest cancer rates in the world. I googled it. We do. Well, we're not the highest. I believe like Ireland is above us, and maybe Denmark, but like we're number 3 in the world when it comes to cancer rates. This is, of course, Holland is a small country, so it's like it goes according to the amount of people, the amount of percentage of people that get cancer. We're number 3. So does that prove that magic works? No, not really. Because if it really worked, we'd probably be number 1, right? Well, fun little fact, I started to look deeper in this. You have different regions in Holland, of course, and I was born in the region of South Holland, in the city of Den Haag. Now, Den Haag is known for many things. It's the seat of the government, for instance, but one of the other things it's known for is people cuss with the cuss word cancer quite a lot. Yeah, we're known for that. So, I started Googling and Googling hard. And I actually found a study which found out that the cancer rates in the city of Den Haag were 5 to 7% higher than in the other large cities in Holland, like Utrecht, Rotterdam, and Amsterdam. Does that prove that magic is real? Still doesn't prove that magic is real, but it's plausible. It's plausible that if you wish cancer upon your neighbor, you might give your neighbor cancer. Or your speech magic might rebound and you might self-hex yourself with cancer. That's also possible. Okay. But the one thing that proves, without any shadow of a doubt, that magic is real is the placebo effect. Now, before you get all mad, you go like, that's not magic, that's the placebo effect. It's because of the placebo. No, it can't be because of the placebo, because it's a placebo. There have been many, many studies which studies the placebo effect. For those who don't know, it's a placebo is a pill that doesn't work and doesn't do anything. But studies have shown time and time again that if a doctor with a white coat comes up to you and says, this pill will alleviate your symptoms by at least 50%, people take that pill, which does absolutely nothing, and it alleviates their symptoms with about 50%. People call that the placebo effect. Like I said, it's not the placebo that has the effect. Then what has the effect? Well, the effect is you truly believe something. If you believe something, not just up here because I want to believe it. I want to believe that I own a Ferrari. Then suddenly you get a Ferrari. It doesn't work like that. But if you truly, deeply accept that, now everything's going better, things will go better. The placebo effect is magic in action. By the way, did anybody watch that funeral of the Queen? Queen of England died a couple of days ago, and he had like a massive funeral. That was a magical ritual. Everything in that funeral and in the procession was there for a reason, and it was a magical ritual. And then you go, okay, if that was a magical ritual, what was the outcome? Well, the outcome was that half of the country and about 10% of the world was spellbound. Did you see all these thousands of people standing on the side of the road? Absolutely spellbound. And people like queued up for like 14 hours just so they could look at a coffin. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, that ritual works. Okay. But to close off this video, I believe that we live in a magical world. And I believe that things like the placebo effect, and I see it everywhere, not just the placebo effect, but like when you see the Queen's funeral, that's like magic and it works. I see it in the country of Holland, where we constantly wish cancer upon each other, and where we're actually successful in wishing cancer upon each other. So I hope this clarifies some. I hope this reaffirms what you somehow deep down already know. And take care of yourself. Be careful what you say. What you say matters. Abracadabra. I create what I say. It was true in the old days, still true now. So take care of yourself. Don't cuss people out using the word cancer. I'm going to try to do that less myself. And I'll see you next week.